Hi, my name is Gschwandtner and welcome to Selling Pod TV. Today we have the great pleasure of speaking with a friend in Australia, Matt Fuller. He is the CEO of Spinify.
Hey, great to be here. Excellent to talk to you. I love the stuff you do. So really super excited to talk to people about gamification and AI and how it's changing everything.
What does Spinify do?
Spinify is a sales gamification platform. And what does really gamification mean? Well, fundamentally, it's about leaderboards and competitions, but making it fun. Taking that whiteboard that you'd have in the room and turning it into a dynamic content that really engages people, which really is about two things, giving people visibility of data and then getting people recognized when they do something in that data.
What does the research say about the value of gamification?
Gamification's in our life everywhere. What we've done is put it into sales, which is really about creating micro competitions, giving people targets on data and helping them see where they sit to compete.
So what you're saying, you have a leaderboard that shows every activity in real time so people can watch the score day after day.
That really comes down to, is it about an activity or is it about an outcome? And what is it that the sales manager or the VP of sales is trying to change? It's not just the individual competition. It could be a team versus team competition, an office versus an office, or even the holistic goal that the company's trying to do. And all those things together, that's what Yukai Chow calls an epic competition. So you feel far more engaged as an individual because I could be doing bad on this, but I'm doing good on this.
So Matt, what intrigued me about your solution is that you integrated ChatGPT. How does that work? And I think it's called Sidekick.
Yeah, it's called Sidekick, and it's like a superhero that you're the superhero and Sidekick's there to help you along and do these things. One of the fundamental things that seems to block people as a sales manager, creativity of like, what should I run the competitions on? What should I name the competitions? What should I create the badges? What should they be? What should the countdown time? And all these creative type decisions that ultimately, if you name the competitions better, just as an example, you're going to get more engagement. If you're going to get more engagement, you're going to grow those activities, you're going to grow those outcomes. But they always get stuck. And then sometimes on the bigger companies, it may well be that they have to go to a meeting and it could take weeks just to decide what to call the thing, the competition, as opposed to just using something like Spinify and Sidekick and getting these suggestions that really knows your industry, your company, what you're doing, what you're not doing, and the stuff it just comes up with. It's just those aha delight moments constantly. We see it from our customers. We see it with ourselves and go, oh, that is such a cool name for a competition. That's such a great idea. And there's just so much of that within ChatGPT doing it, and then for us integrating it within our platform in Spinify.
It sounds interesting. How does the tool personalize everything so that the messages go directly to the user's heart?
We're constantly feeding in more data. And as we feed in more data, the answers just get better and better. We have hundreds of designs. And when we first started this company, we started with a few, and then before we had 7, and that's it. You can't visualize the data anymore. And they go, oh, there's another one. There's another one. There's another. And ChatGPT is the same way, that we just keep going, oh, what if we did that? So we're going to put a motivational message on the screen. What if we actually wrote that content for you and gave you suggestions of it based on what you've done and what you haven't done? And it just keeps on growing with what those suggestions are and where we put them. When we built it, it actually types it up on the screen as well. So it looks like it's the AI talking to you.
Yeah, it makes it more engaging, but also more fun to use.
More fun to use, and you feel like there's someone behind the scenes sitting on the keyboard typing out, you should run a competition. You're doing a competition on golfing. Here it is, we're going to call it the hole-in-one frenzy because it was about a single, and it knows that was the design you did. You were in real estate. It's made some comment about sales in real estate, and it's put it all together, and it's given you multiple options. And on that, we also have settings where we can say, do you want it serious or do you want it playful?
Yeah.
And then it changes it again. So, and you can keep on going with all these suggestions.
How do you see the platform evolving over time? And, give us your secret sauce for designing the future in a way so that you humanize selling and make it more meaningful.
We put a lot of effort into the UX and the design of it. And ultimately, it doesn't really feel like you're talking to an AI. So I think that's a really important part of it. That process of doing it will continue to the messaging. And ultimately, where we'll get to is the coaching, which will be using mathematical models and actually really understanding that data and coming up with insights that other people in the market claim that they have those insights, but really having much deeper knowledge. And that's part of that is also just personalization, continued personalization, and more AI models.
I was wondering, how do you identify the coaching opportunities based on the data?
So right now we have what we call performance grids, and those performance grids are really about outcomes versus activities and plotting where people sit in that grid. And then fundamentally what it's telling you is, did I set the KPI too high or too low? Where we will get to is the AI will figure out where that is and what you should do and what you shouldn't do to make it successful.
That is the great differentiator. Where can people learn more?
Just jump on to spinify.com. We use a wonderful program called Qualified for Chat. It's amazing. There's someone there. We work 24/7. We're a 100% global company, and we'd love to talk to anyone about culture, gamification, and what they're trying to do to change their organization. We're here to help.